Yo, yo, come on in the room. Yeah. Come on in the room, y'all. Sinbad. Woo! Yeah. Come on in. Kick it. Pookie. Shout out to Inslee. Inslee. Woo. Wall. Hey, come on in, Birmingham. Where you at, Birmingham? Let's talk. Woo, let's go. Hey, shout out to Birmingham. Y'all know we got all the Birmingham rappers we put on here. Shout out that 2 Guns Vito. Let go. Hey, sit back. 10 back. Get that. Yo, what's up, y'all? Hey. So we listening to that 2 Gun Vito. North side. Oh. Yeah. That's jamming that dog. Man, you already know I'm gonna come with it, boy. That's jamming that dog. Vito, man. They said Vito ain't nothing but Facebook, but Vito got some track, man. They got let me tell you, man, the rap scene in Birmingham is real, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause like, back in the day, man, it was rough. Cause I participated, man. Used to do them little shows and talent shows and them open mics and stuff, man. We used to do all that, man. And man, today, man, with the YouTube, you just you do your tracks and you put them out and you do all your own self promotions and man, they doing video. I saw this dude, like he one of the hottest dudes in the ham, Yavo. I shot a big Yavo. Man, I saw him, he was doing a cooking show. Man, he was cooking Rotel, man. Like these dudes got it, man. They got the marketing down. I just hate that the AM couldn't get in on them. I'm gonna reproduce all the AM tracks, and I'm just gonna put out video and take my shirt off, put me on a wife beater, stand in the back with the AR. Hey, throw your pistols in the sky, wave your band down. Hey, let's go. Hey, man, we finna rebrand all that stuff and remarket it out. Man, I'm doing it. Let's go.
Why not? Y'all know what I'm saying? Why not?
Man, the old dudes out there trying to rap.
Hey, real talk.
Man.
I bet you ain't got none of it right now, though.
Man, you already.
I bet you ain't got. I bet you ain't got none of it right now.
It's in the car. It's only a short walk to the car. I got it all. 18 tracks, AM compilation. Buddy, I can have the videos ready in the morning, boy. Man, I I wasn't ready. Hold on.
Man, you ain't
You talk. You talk to them. You talk to them.
What's happening, B-Ham? Come on in the room. It's your boy Jay Lee, John Hatton, co-host.
It's your boy Levert Andrews. Birmingham, Birmingham, let's talk. Birmingham, let's talk. Man, what's going on in Birmingham? What's going on?
Man, there's everything going on in Birmingham,
Man,
boy.
tell me about it.
I heard some good news. Let's see what's going on.
What you got good?
Hey, I heard something about to happen. Look like you got a special announcement coming tonight.
Oh man, we told them we had a special announcement the other week, and we just didn't really get to it.
I think it's time to let you
man, well, go on, tell them about it, man.
I'm trying to get to the play.
You trying to get to the play?
I'm trying to get to the play.
Well, you both had all that, baby.
Man, I can't have it already when your internet ain't right.
Man, what do you say? Q's, font, have, clean. But that man can't even right. But what you talking about, dog?
Oh. Go on, Doc. Y'all got y'all shirts. I'm good.
But I'm clean. I got on an Esquire shirt, but you can't get no cleaner than that, boy.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? Hey, boy, y'all better ask somebody, boy. Well, when Esquire used to roll up in the party back in the day, boy, it's shut down over. Hey, to the left, till all them chicks come to the left.
Man, I need to get this video. What is it? I'm trying to get therapy.
Man.
Take the video play.
Oh man, what you got there? Stood it up there on the screen, then, dude. Man, what you got? So Birmingham, man, we got that's what I'm talking about. Hey, Tanya, Esquire, Club Esquire Civil Social Organization, Alpha Omega Fraternity Incorporated. You understand? The green is for the blue, the sky. The blue is for the sky, the green is for the land. Only a true Esquire man hold the world in his hand.
That's it.
Hey, go!
Go ahead, bring it back.
Go back on shop, man. Take it to the creek,
Lou, baby, Lou.
Take it to the creek.
Let's see what we got here, man. I think I can cook something up. Let me see. Can I cook something up right here?
Call me Young Casanova.
Yeah, Casanova.
Casanova.
Yeah, Casanova. Let's see what we got here, man. I think I got something cooking.
Oh,
for you.
man, what you got? Let's drop it.
Oh, it look like something cooking there. Let me see. Can I get something cooking?
Right there. Let me see. Can I get some cooking right there? Let me see. Can I get some cooking right there? I think that's it.
It's still up. There it is. Hey, we still 26 in there. There you go. Hey, there you say, in Jesus' name. And we back just like this.
Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Now, back to this therapy.
Back to the man. You still on that?
I'm still on the therapy. Hey, y'all,
man,
check it out.
Do that, man. Do what you
check it out. Check it out. We've been pumping. We've been promoting. Now it's time for y'all to partner with us. So, hey, next week it's going down. Next week is going down. That's right. am I still not on? Can't even get my share right, man.
Man, that boy don't want to play it. That boy, what are you talking about?
I don't know what's going on.
Man, what are you talking about? Man?
I'm trying to get.
I don't know what he talking about, y'all. So, hey, so anyway, we are launching the newest restaurant in Birmingham, Chicken Therapy. All right, and we asking all y'all to support us. We got special grilled chicken, got his own special sauce, therapy sauce. Shout out to the fam. Shout out to everybody who been helping and putting and supporting all the boys, the fam, the wives. Yeah, but we cranking up Thursday. We got plates coming out. Y'all right now, y'all can go ahead and get your pre-orders in. You got wings by the plate, wings by the bulk. You can get them in from 3 to 50. You got your sides. We got baked bean, green beans, corn, squash, chicken sandwich, chopped chicken sandwiches. Get it all. You got also we selling whole chickens. You can get a whole chicken for $20. So you got to get that there. You need to holler at us. I'm telling you, it's gonna be delicious. It's the newest, best chicken in Birmingham. I promise you, once you taste the sauce, you're gonna be hooked. You're coming back. It's therapeutic. You know what I'm saying? That's where the chicken come from. Chicken therapy. It's relaxed. It'll take you there.
Hey, there it is, right on the screen. Check us out.
Hey, listen. Go on, look it up now. Go on, put in your order now. Right? Go on, put in your order now so you can be ready. Because, hey, I'm telling you, you have never tasted this chicken. This is
Christmas Eve, your family, you know, y'all going to the family function, whatever you're doing, you know, you can grab 50 pieces, 50. Don't take it to the family with you and eat, and everybody be good. We got the large size for the families. So you can grab them too. They $6 each. But if you get the special, they come on the side. Family come on the special. So I'm telling you, we'll be running it out every other week. We're gonna be doing this. We just started right here. But I want y'all to go ahead and support y'all. Go hit us on the Cash App. That's $ Chicken Therapy. Cash App $ Chicken Therapy. Put your name in, put your order in. If you want to, you can talk to us, contact you. We can do a large order. The email is chickentherapygrill@gmail.com. That's chickentherapygrill@gmail.com.
Hey, listen, I'm telling you right now.
You don't want to miss this chicken. It is the best chicken that I've ever had in my life. And I'm not promoting. I am telling you the God honest truth. It is great. Okay? So, keeping it real, keeping it Jeezy. I need y'all to come on out and support that. It is delicious, and I need y'all to taste and see.
Let's go, Birmingham.
Taste and see. All right. So, just trying to keep it real. It's going down. It's going down, as they say. It's going down tonight.
It's going down, man.
It's going down tonight.
Y'all get your orders in.
All right. So we're gonna move to our next segment because that's definitely our all-night hitter. We're gonna be coming back to that in a minute. Today we have with us a follow-up from our last show. The good Doc is with us.
Hey.
Doc, can you hear us?
Yes, sir. Can y'all hear me?
Doc, man, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are y'all doing? Dynamic duo.
Can you hear Doc?
Can you hear me, Doc?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Can you hear us, Doc?
Yes.
All right, good deal.
Yeah.
What's going on, man?
I can't call it. How y'all doing?
Can hear you now.
Can you hear me now?
Can hear you loud and clear now.
All right. Awesome. Good. I'm doing well. I'm doing well.
All is well?
All is well. I'm doing well.
Okay. Well, I saw your video the other day.
Yep.
Thank you for posting to the page to let the people know. I know you've probably got hit up with some people to kind of inquire about what's going on with you in the last 36 hours.
Yeah.
So tell us about it. What do we need to know, and what should we expect? How do you feel, man?
I feel really good. So I got the vaccine on Friday afternoon, at least my first dose of the vaccine on Friday afternoon around 4 o'clock. My wife got hers at about a few hours before me, at about 12:30. And so I've been kind of comparing her symptoms and side effects to mine. And I have a few other friends who had gotten it a couple of days prior to me getting mine. And I've just been kind of checking in with everybody so I could kind of keep a kind of good account for how people are feeling. But I'm feeling good. As I said in my videos before, when I initially got the vaccine, I think the worst part of it really was just kind of honestly the kind of anticipation and the anxiety of receiving a vaccine. But I didn't feel any pain initially when I got the shot, and maybe half minute to a minute later, I felt some pain in my arm, just kind of soreness that lasted um, from Friday, pretty much for most of the day on Saturday. Um, but I did good after I got it. I worked pretty much for most of the night, at least until almost midnight, and didn't feel anything. Didn't feel tired or weak or run down. On Saturday, I had a little bit of a scratchy throat, kind of during the day, and that was about it for the most part during the day. Then last night, while I was watching the Alabama game, I developed a mild headache and kind of some pressure and kind of aching behind my eyes. And then I just kind of started feeling kind of drained and kind of run down. I kept kind of monitoring my temperature through the evening to see if I was going to run a fever. I think the highest my temp got was about 99. I took one Aleve to help with the headache. And other than that, that's about all I had. I woke up this morning and was feeling totally normal. It's been a normal day. It's been a busy day with the family, and I've been able to do everything that I need to do and that I want to do. And I'm feeling pretty much 100% back to normal. No headaches, no muscle aches. I have all my energy. My wife had some arm soreness, but outside of that, she hasn't had anything. One of my coworkers who got it on Friday, I checked in with her, and on Saturday, she had some kind of muscle aches, just feeling kind of achy, and that lasted for just Saturday, and she's had nothing since then. I had a couple other friends that got it on Wednesday, and they reported just some arm soreness, but no other symptoms. Uh,
Well, Doc, we appreciate you for sticking by your word. You've come on the show several times, and you told us that you would be one of the first ones to take it if offered, and that you would allow us to follow you and track you. So when I saw you share the other day, I immediately shared the video to the page, and
yeah,
I watched your follow up video as well. 24 hours after you did a follow up video, so I did watch that one as well.
yeah,
So I mean, there's a lot of people are very concerned and afraid behind the vaccine, the actual,
right,
taking it.
right,
And me personally, I'm a history teacher. So I teach history, and I've taught about Tuskegee. I've taught about some of the smallpox breakouts that have happened in our country with Native American populations.
yeah,
And so I just really want to thank you for, keeping us up front and keeping us educated on this process, because, we all think like everybody gonna turn into zombies within 24 hours of
yeah,
taking it.
yeah.
And
And yeah, and Bert, that's what I wanted to do. And let me thank you and John for allowing me access to your platform. You know, this is something that's personal to me. I'm trying not to get emotional, but it's something that's personal to me and it's something that's real to me. Um, you know, I think I shared with y'all before that my grandfather died from this virus. And granted, he was 80 years old and he has some health problems, but I assure you that he would not have died when he died if he had not contracted the coronavirus. He would, I'm certain he would still be living now. And I've lost many patients since the last time we spoke. I've lost more patients from the COVID-19 infection, and they all look like us. And so, this is something that again is very, personal to me. It's really a personal mission of mine. Um, I'm not trying to force anybody or really strong arm anybody, but I do want to, hopefully just ease people's anxieties about it. And hopefully, if there's one person that's on the fence that sees all these black doctors out here getting the vaccine and reporting back, because a lot of us are doing this, if, you know, if one person can get vaccinated and change their mind, that could save one life or save that person from spreading it to someone else, and maybe the initial person who got it would be fine, but if they spread it to someone else and it kills them, so and I'm just telling everybody, you know, balance what we know about the side effects of the vaccine versus what we know about what the COVID-19 infection can do if you get it. You know, strokes, blood clots, heart failure. And excuse that noise in the background. My boys, they don't mind Facebook Live, so they're doing what boys do, fighting. But even people who have had the COVID-19 infection who did not require hospitalization, I'm seeing in my own patients now what they call some of these long haul symptoms. So, they're 1, 2, 3 months out from the infection and they have recovered from the infection, but they're having long lasting symptoms. They're having, chronic headaches. They're having shortness of breath. When they're just trying to do stuff around the house, they're having problems sleeping. They're having weird nerve symptoms with tingling and numbness in areas that they never had it before. And UAB is setting up now these referral clinics for people that are having these long haul symptoms after they've gotten over the COVID-19 infection, just to help be able to manage these. So, people say, well, majority of the people who get the COVID-19 infection, they recover, they do fine, and they don't die. I'm gonna take my chances. People say I'm gonna take my chances with getting the infection. You take your chances, but who's to say that you won't have some of these long-term symptoms and side effects? So, again, I just appreciate y'all for letting me be able to come on and share with your audience and for spreading the word.
Doc, I got a question on screen and I got a personal question because of course with my wife. So I'm gonna let that question go if you don't mind.
Sure.
Why do we need 2 doses, and what's the time frame for each dose?
Sure. So in the and there's different companies, different pharmaceutical companies who are manufacturing the vaccine. So with the Pfizer vaccine, which is the one that I received, and then also with the Moderna vaccine, they've shown that you need 2 doses, and it's the same vaccine, all right. But what they found is that the second dose, receiving that second dose, kind of gives you a boost and boost your immune system to make more antibodies to make it more effective. So what they found, and this is doing those trials, the studies that we talked about, was that after the first dose, about a week after the first dose, they found it was about 60 to 70% effective as far as preventing the uh, uh, transmission of the SARS-CoV-2 virus. So it protected you about 60 to 70% effective. After that second dose, it was about 95% effective. So there are a lot of vaccines that are like that, where you have to go get like a booster dose, like the shingles vaccine. When you get old enough to get the shingles vaccine, that's a 2-dose vaccine. The pneumonia vaccine is like that. So there are several vaccines that are like that. So that you view that second dose as almost like a booster. And the time frame in between the first and second is about 3 weeks. So December 18th, I got my first one, and my second one will be January the 8th will be my second dose. And another good question that people have asked is, let's say, if you get the Pfizer vaccine, could your second vaccine, your second shot be the Moderna? And the answer is no. So you have to stick with what you start. If you start with the Pfizer, you got to get your second dose of the Pfizer, and the same thing with the Moderna. So when I got me, and John, you showed the image, but they gave a card. They gave me a card when I got it, and it had the date, and it was the Pfizer vaccine that I got. They had that down, and then when I go back for my second appointment, um, they'll see that I got it, and then they'll fill in that I got the second dose. And you see they have the Pfizer on there, they have the lot number and all that stuff to be able to track it. So probably what will happen is when it rolls out to the for just the general public to start getting it, people will be able to go to like the pharmacies, but you'll have to schedule appointments, right? Because they're going to want to schedule your second dose appointment so that you can make sure that you get that second shot.
Okay. Next question. Have we have any data on someone who has pre-existing or already existing respiratory issues? Are there any issues with those people receiving the vaccine?
No. So the studies that they did excluded, a lot of medical conditions, just just by virtue of the way the studies were done, because they were doing them, kind of quickly. They were trying to enroll a lot of people, and so there's some conditions like certain conditions where people have maybe weakened immune systems, and those kind of things that they weren't really well represented in the studies. As far as the respiratory conditions, though, like people with asthma, like emphysema, COPD, chronic bronchitis, those people are recommended. They're not excluded from getting it, unless they have. There's some people with asthma that have like severe allergies, allergic, like they have to have like EpiPens, and they have to take medications to kind of dampen their immune system. Those people we have to be cautious about, because you've seen the warnings now about people who have to have like EpiPens around, who have severe allergies. They recommend in not vaccinating those people right now, because there have been some allergic reactions that have been seen with the rollout of this. I have asthma, by the way. I use an inhaler. Mostly I just use it prior to exercising. Every now and again, when the seasons change, I'll have to use it because I start getting some symptoms. But for the most part, my asthma is considered, mild asthma. Um, Actually, I have a coworker that has some um, asthma that's worse than mine, who got the vaccine and they did fine. So
Okay.
So to answer your questions directly, though,
Yeah.
for your for your wife, when it's time for her to get it, I would recommend it. Yes.
Okay.
And what I'm sorry to cut you off, but
No, you go
you
ahead.
know, and we're gonna be this will be a moving target. So you know, by the time March, April hits, which is kind of what we're looking like for the general population to start getting it, we're gonna know a lot more. You know what I mean? Because just this week there have been thousands of people that have been vaccinated, and right now they're monitoring for reactions, side effects, symptoms, etc. I just got an email survey from UAB asking me about you know any side effects or reactions that I may have had, and so they'll be tracking those and reporting those back. And so we'll have more, I guess, kind of guidance as time goes on.
Okay. I know I saw your colleague, longtime friend, Dr. Bell, Jay Bell. I don't know if you all contact regular. I'm just trying to check up on her as well, because like we see with the virus, it's hitting people differently.
Yep.
And I was just wondering, is there any kind of connection with the vaccine hitting people differently? I know our metabolism and our metabolic breakdown is different. So her, a very small person, I saw her getting. I was like, well, I want to see how that goes. So
I texted with her. I texted with her over the weekend, and she was doing fine. The other coworker of mine that I know is very petite that got it, and she was doing okay. She had some little bit more achiness and everything. But now again, like I said, my wife, she's slim and taller than me, but she didn't have anything besides the arm soreness. She didn't have any muscle aches, headaches, none of the stuff. And so you're right. What they saw was that it was about 50-50. So about, in terms of people who had side effects, it was like 50-50. 50% of the people had some and 50 didn't. So yeah.
So hey doc, when they start vaccinating the public, I'm coming to get some of y'all vaccination out of y'all dosage. I won't get none of that Inslee dosage. I mean, I'm going to get some of that Vestavia Mountain Brook dosage. I don't want none of that West Side
dosage. Well, one thing. Oh, so that's a good point in terms of logistics, right? So these will be coming. These will be coming. From the warehouse. Direct, and that's why right now with this Pfizer one, because it has to be kept so cold. There's very few places that they're able to send it to, right? Because these will be going right from the warehouse to where they're going to store it. So even the Moderna one does not have to be kept at such cold conditions. So they'll be able to send that one out, and it'll be going to the pharmacies. So, but yeah, I mean, I think you can feel comfortable with getting it because they're coming from from the manufacturer. So I don't think.
Doc, I don't trust 35211, 35218, 35208. I don't trust none of them. I don't trust.
But real talk, I do want to say this. After watching you and talking to a few other people, and I'm gonna throw this out, and we're gonna let you get back to your family. And thank you for your time. How do we, as leaders, and not that I push myself to be a leader, it's just to happen the platform that I have. I'm probably going to take the vaccination for that reason, because I want to be the catalyst to try to be the connector between the government and my community, right? But my struggle is because I've really consider myself pretty healthy. Didn't do the flu vaccine. I've only taken vaccines that were pretty much mandatory, even job related. I had to help all three.
Sure.
So, are there any kickbacks as far as men trying to conceive? Are there any kickbacks as far as I'm hearing this mRNA coding? Is there some concerns in that area?
No, 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 not at all. So, and I appreciate what you're saying, as far as being a leader. And I'm gonna tell you that there were a lot of us in the medical community and Black doctors who, we've gone through a process with this. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think, as of a few months ago, what I was telling people when they were asking me about the vaccine is that I'm going to wait on the data. I'm going to see what, when they release the safety and effective data. And I said, I'm going to see what organizations like the National Medical Association have to say, which is organization of Black doctors. They convene their own kind of review panel. And so, I did my own homework. But then also, I've seen what this infection has done to our community. And I just really believed and felt like there were a lot of people that, would not take this vaccine if I didn't take it first. And to be quite honest with you, after I got it, I had a little I dealt with a little guilt. I dealt with a little guilt.
Wow, that's real.
Because there are people out here who are higher risk than me, and I'm high risk because of my profession, and I have pre-existing conditions. I have asthma. I'm a diabetic, and so, but I felt like there are some people out here, or who, patients of mine, who are higher risk than me, and so it's like a catch-22, right? Like I felt like, and a lot of us Black doctors felt like that there were a lot of our patients who would not take it unless they saw us taking it first. But we feel like our patients need protection. There were some doctors who got some, not in Alabama, but in other states, who got a little pushback from people who were feeling like they were bragging about having gotten the vaccine first because they want it. And there are people out here who want it. I mean, there are people who are calling up to our office saying, can you put me on a list, put me on a waiting list so that I can get the vaccine? Okay. And they're not doing waiting lists or anything like that. So there are people out here who want it, but there are not enough, I think, of our people who want it and who are planning to take it. So I dealt with some guilt on that because, I feel like I'm going to be protected. And I want other people to get protected. And no, there's no concerns about conceiving, at all. And the whole thing about the mRNA, so nothing. Let me say this: the vaccine does not do anything to your DNA. It's not altering your DNA. It's not attaching to your DNA. It's not encoding in your DNA. It's not doing any of that. Okay, it doesn't alter any of that. It won't. All that it's doing is what other vaccines have done, and really what your own natural immunity does. So people who have gotten the COVID-19 infection create antibodies to the SARS-CoV-2 virus, right? And their body makes an immunity to it. It's just, that's a hell of a way to get immunity, to actually be infected with COVID-19 is a hell of a way to get immunity. I mean, because you are, exposing yourself to, the potential effects of a COVID-19 infection, and even those long haul symptoms. So a vaccine is a way for you to get immunity without having to actually get the infection. It's just like having the chicken pox. When we were little, when you were little, I know when I was little, your mom wanted you to, get exposed to somebody as a child when you had the chicken pox. You can go ahead and get it out the way. And then after that, you were immune, right? You didn't have to worry about getting the chicken pox anymore. Except for when I got chicken pox when I was in the 3rd grade, I had a rash all over. I was itchy. Had calamine lotion and all that stuff and the oatmeal baths. But my dad got it because he had never had it before. And when my dad got it from me, he was low down sick. And chickenpox infection in an older person can be fatal, right? So, now they have the vaccine against the chickenpox so that people don't have to get infected with it to get immunity to it now. So it's the same kind of deal. It's just really helping your immune system to make antibodies to fight against the virus so that if you come into contact with it, you won't get sick. I saw somebody ask about how long after the vaccine going to be wearing masks. After I get my 2nd dose, I'll be protected. Like I said, it's 95% effective, and I'll still be wearing a mask. Because it's like having airbags in the car and wearing the seatbelt. We need about 80%, somewhere between 70 and 80% of the U.S. population to have immunity to this in order for us to get back to normal. And normal is not having to wear a mask, being able to go where we want to and not worry about crowds and all that kind of stuff. So, we need quite a few people. So even once we start rolling out the vaccines and everything, we'll still have to wear masks. But hopefully what we'll see is less and less hospitalizations, fewer and fewer people dying, and that'll be a welcome change.
Word up. Jay Taylor, your classmates asking, how long has it been since you took it? And what's the turnaround time? Check the chat, Jay. What was that, Friday, Doc?
Yeah, I took it Friday.
Yeah. Is it true that it comes in a powder form, and why?
No, it was in a solution.
That's
it was in a solution form. Yeah, yes. It was in a solution form. Yeah.
Well,
it was in a solution form, and it was very cold and frozen. They have to let it thaw, so it wasn't cold going in because it's thawed by the time they inject you with it.
You're welcome, Sister Taylor. All right, last question for the doc. The 15-minute monitoring, isn't that for the allergic reaction that's been reported?
Right. Okay. Right. That's to monitor for an allergic reaction. If the thought is that within 15 minutes, if you haven't had an allergic reaction to it, by then you won't.
Okay. Well, brother, we definitely, Oh, Eugene. Yeah, definitely, Doc. We're gonna be talking, man. I'm gonna hit you up on the hip, and I want to get some more details. That's where I am with it now.
Yeah.
Not really that I want to, but I do feel like it's a sacrifice. I feel your passion, and we talked about that previously on the other show about the grief stages, and so this is a way for you to overcome a lot of that pain.
Right.
And what better way to do good and to help society and humanity overcome this invisible evil. Man, we bless you. We thank you so much. Tell your wife and kids we love them.
All right.
And if you want to come back, if it's anything else that changes, hey, you're welcome, man.
Yeah, we'll do this again. I'd like for you to allow me to do this again after my 2nd dose. My second dose is in January the 8th. I'm anticipating, just full transparency, I'm anticipating, you know, the possibility for some stronger side effects after that second dose, because that's what's been reported, in the past, in the trials and everything that they've done. Again, I'm a person of faith, and so I'm praying and claiming all of the benefits and none of the side effects. So, so I'll be reporting back with that as well.
Okay. Appreciate it, Doc. Thank you, man, for everything.
Let's give some love, y'all. Where y'all at?
Yeah, give them hearts. Give them hearts for the Doc and his wife and all the brave doctors out there who are taking this vaccine and allowing us to be able to see what's going on.
Hey, you saw that look like?
Y'all hold on.
I'm happy. Hey, I'm happy to be the guinea pig for my peeps.
Man, let me check my cameras. I'm glad I got some cams. It's closed, bro.
Y'all be.
I came down here to get away from that. I'm down here with it. But go ahead, man. We love you, man.
All right, love y'all too.
Hey, y'all, we're gonna take a break 1 second. Okay. So,
yes, sir.
Evidently, they get down in McCall.
Yes, sir, McCall. They had a real eye in the moment, boy. That thing sound like it was right outside the door, boy.
It sound like it was going down around here, boy.
But let that thing go, boy.
Real talk, y'all. Man. So, you heard from the doc. It's all love. And so, it is what it is. I'm going to ask you to pray about it, Don't let fear drive you to that point where you're not protected. You could be very well be you. But we're going to slide back in because, man, we might need a little. Okay, so you heard it.
Cool. They let that thing go.
Man, I'm about to make a phone call. I'm down here. And I thought I was away from that.
Hold on, man. Let me see. So we were talking about earlier. We were talking about the rap, right?
Yeah, man.
And so you talked about there they go.
There they go.
Somebody
to let go down here. Well, I guess Birmingham Let's Talk is they got live for real because boy, man, that was a good round. Did y'all hear that? Were y'all able to hear that for real? Come on with it, man.
You ready? So this is what I do. Y'all, hey, so everybody making their own rap music, right? So I'm taking my old stuff and just put it over some video, right? And I be in there. Hey, look, video. This what they do. They just make a video. Hey, got my own video. Hey. Listening, Gaston.
Come on. We got to get back. We got to push that negative back. Hey. D. Come on, man. Y'all show some love for the doc.
Yes,
man.
Sir.
Put them hearts and lights together, man. Hey. Hey, where we at, man?
Boy, you don't know about that heart of Dixie, boy.
In the heart of Dixie, baby.
But you don't know about that heart of Dixie, boy.
The heart of Dixie, baby. The heart of Dixie. So, man,
but don't know about that heart of Dixie.
Man, I'm really outdone by that foolishness. I've been out here a little while and.
Oh man, they let that thing go down here, boy. I ain't never heard it around here like that. Hey,
it might change our mind, big.
But that sound like, boy. But that was some good old Bellevue Heights right there, but on the Inland Highlands, Fairview.
Absolutely. We appreciate him. And there were many doctors came out. They was taking pictures. And look, we got to change the narrative some kind of way. And I think one way to do it is have leaders step up and lead. But man, sliding on back to the other subject, man.
Shout out to Doc. What you got tonight, man?
Man,
what you talking about? The playoffs?
What you talking about? Listen. Oh, boy, we can go there too.
Okay.
We can go there too. But hey, y'all, good news. You got another stimulus check coming.
No,
but it ain't $1,200. They cut it in half for the 6-piece. That's right. Congress passed today a new stimulus bill that will, I think it's $900 billion. This time more, I think 250-ish bill going towards the business side, PPE loans, $300 a week for unemployment claims beginning January 1. They're trying to push it for next week, actually, for you to start getting those unemployment claims. So it looks like it's going to be a continuation of those claims. They're trying to get the money to your hands by Christmas. So shout out to our congressional leaders for that. Of course, they try to blame Pelosi for it, but we all know the truth. But Trump is saying that he might not sign it because he wants more money for the individuals with businesses getting so much money, which was kind of ironic to me. Like,
so why he didn't make him pass it before he was elected? And then he said,
was shot down 4 times.
Oh, I know, because he told him. He said, "I will not touch this until after the election."
He did.
Oh, okay.
And
Mitch McConnell.
Mitch
McConnell went right along with it.
He did.
Okay.
6-piece, no sauce, exactly. But the good news is, if you have children, you still get the double. So I guess it's $1,200 in the split instead of the $1,800 for the fam. But I think this is going to be huge for the business community. Because what it looks like, it appears, because they already got the money. Trust me, they got big money. $1,200 is crumbs to what businesses got, especially those that we know and love. But it looks like this is straight stimulus to the business, similar to that which Obama and Biden did in 08, 09. So what y'all think? Y'all excited about your new check coming? You excited, big dog?
I mean, man, listen. The American government. I mean, we teach history, so I teach American history, man, and I love teaching this stuff, and it's so interesting. But man, America is failing. Man, Donald Trump, make America great again. Man, he made it terrible again. He right up there with Herbert Hoover, boy. He gonna have us living in shacks and shanty towns. Hooverville, man, dude. Is it January 20th yet?
It's time for him. He said he might not go. How about that?
Oh, he said he wasn't going. He's gonna be talking about it was gonna be like, I think he said only the second president ever not to attend, or the fourth. It was the fourth. He said the fourth president ever not to attend the inauguration of the upcoming president.
Hey, that'd be his loss. We'll be there. Man, 2 historic elections, and then we got him sandwiched in the middle. Wow. What about America? Oh, yeah. Another piece. Come on, y'all. What y'all think about the playoffs? Did they get it right?
The playoffs? You talking about the playoffs?
Did they get it right?
You talking about the playoffs?
Man, we talking about the playoffs.
Man, playoff terrible, man. They can skip that semifinal game, man. Let's just go on watch Bama and Clemson play again and see what's going to happen with that one. I'm ready to see the Bama Clemson rematch. For what it's about the 5th time they'll play.
It'll be fine.
Okay. I wish Bama could have caught Ohio State. I wanted to see them thrash them.
I wanted to see that game.
I wanted to see that one too.
I don't know, Justin Fields. Like, Bama got exposed, they say.
Who? No, I watched Ohio State barely beat Northwestern. Northwestern coach blew that game too. You know what I'm saying? Folk always be talking about the coach blow the game and the offense coaching, the defense coaching, and they, you always can trickle it down to who blew the game. But I was watching that game. Man, listen to Northwestern got 2 personal 5 penalties, and they were moving all down. They got the ball it was about on the 25 yard line. First down, they just got 2 personal fouls. First down and 10 from about the 20. Quarterback, the offensive coordinator ran a reverse and lost 9. Made it 2nd and 19. Wound up lost field goal range. Missed the field goal. They didn't score no more. But it was 1st and 20. They was up in the 3rd quarter on the 20-yard line. All they had to do was just keep running the ball. Run the clock. You up against Ohio State, and they would have gave themselves a chance to win that game. But, offense coordinator like to throw that ball around and get fancy.
That's what we do, man.
Man.
Toss and toss.
Man, bang, bang, baby. Hey, bang, bang,
still
works.
Saban showed y'all how to coach a game.
Bang, bang, still works.
Saban, that game came down to coaching.
But ain't nothing like that.
That was a game.
But ain't nothing like getting in that.
Man, they got the I formation. Boy, I was like,
that formation right there. I was going to call it something else. That I formation. Yeah, man. Get in that thing right there. Straight down here. And that's when you figure out who want to play football.
Man, Robinson.
Just keep leading up on that number, on that one technique. Just keep leading up on that one technique, and then see who want to play football.
Hey, Doc. Real talk, man. It's time to expand. How do the Cincinnatis of the world keep getting left out?
Cause they Cincinnati.
Man, Cincinnati. It's time to let one of these teams in and see.
Man, I can tell you what's gonna happen. Let Coastal Carolina play Alabama. See what happens.
But you never know, man. You never
man,
know.
I do know.
Man, we never know.
But Coastal Carolina ain't got a shot.
But I see somebody said 18. Is 8 enough? Is 8 really enough? Because we don't need to be having this same argument 5 years from now. I mean, because what we got, man, they could have kept it this year.
I'm good with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. 8 is enough. Because, like, if you the 10th best team at the end of the year, I really don't want to see you. Like, literally, like right now. So understand this. Okay, so Notre Dame is the 4th seed. Okay? Alabama's a 20.5-point favorite right now. Already. A 20.5-point favorite over Notre Dame. And they're the 4th seed. The 5th seed is Texas A&M. A team that Alabama beat by 28 points. So, I really don't want to see Alabama play the 10th seed. You know, that's
they would get a bye. So it'd be the
12th seed, whatever.
Top 10, 2 top teams get a bye. Let the 8, and then you can start cutting it out.
Yeah.
It's just hard because my worry and my fear is, and this is really no different from the BCS, except the computers were a lot more objective. The formula might have been.
The whole purpose behind going to the 4-man, the 14 was so that you wouldn't have an incident you had in 2004,
correct,
where you had 3 undefeated teams. That was the only reasoning behind the 14. Otherwise, they would have stuck with the 2 team. You know, but Auburn got left out that year, and that made it look bad when the SEC champion didn't make it because the team that was picked 1 and 2 ran the table and went 1 and 2 the whole year. And Auburn came from the back like 12 slot.
They did.
And never could get into that 1 or 2 slot, even though they were the SEC champ.
Don't lose.
So that's why they created the 4-team playoff. Like I said, man, you talk about putting in 8. I mean, who's 7-8 right now? Like, do I want to see? Man, who wants to see Cincinnati play Alabama?
They wouldn't play Alabama.
They would. They'd be like, if
the top 2 teams get a bye.
They don't need a bye. I don't even like the NFL top 2 teams getting a bye. Play ball. Let's go.
I agree too.
I don't like that play-in game in the NCAA tournament. That's the dumbest thing ever.
Yeah, the wild card. But sometimes them teams sleep up and win.
No, they don't. No, when they play that little sleeper, that little play-in game, that's just so that you can get you a win. Then you still gonna be the 16th seed and get drugged by the 1.
And that's what I'm saying, Gene. Let's see. If they not for real, then we'll have this argument forever. We did it. Y'all saw what happened. We don't need to do that no more. But again, let them see. Ain't no different than Notre Dame finna get slaughtered. They're finna get slaughtered.
Notre Dame ain't never the Cincinnati to me anyway. So
they're finna get slaughtered. They got exposed. Now they're gonna say Bama got exposed too. I get it. That's what people saying.
How?
That's what they saying. I'm just reading the comments. Bama got exposed. Florida exposed Bama. They talked about.
Did it?
That's what they said.
Okay.
Look at the
I saw the same defense I've seen all year.
I mean,
they've been giving up plays like that all year.
They have. You got to stop them.
Man,
if you can't stop them,
Bama defense been giving up big plays like that all year. If you watch them play, but who gonna check me? Boo? Who gonna stop that offense though?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Who gonna stop that offense though?
Stop them.
You can't.
I mean, Florida did for a quarter.
You can't stop that.
They might have gave a blueprint, but 9 and 10 too bad. Okay. So out of 100 programs, 8 is where it should have started. Now that is a fact. I think 8 is where it should have been from the get-go.
Yep. Everybody exposed.
That's true.
But
Lane Kiffin, inner workings, maybe he knew some secrets. Looks like it. But the only person that I can remember, Brad, if I'm not mistaken, Florida's coordinator played for Utah. If I'm not mistaken, it's the same guy.
Florida.
Mm-hmm. The offensive coordinator. No, the offensive coordinator. Johnson played for Utah.
That's Dan Mullen. But Dan Mullen coached all them. He coached with Urban Meyer. So he was with that Utah team too. That's all the same crew.
Mm-hmm. They had a recipe. Yeah, it's the offense. It's the offense. And another thing, while we're talking about it, because I saw everybody, let's keep in mind, yes, Notre Dame did beat Clemson without their starting quarterback. Okay? Don't count. It don't count.
Notre Dame should be a 2-loss team and she didn't be in this equation.
And I don't know how Texas A&M gets skipped, but really, I really think it's just SEC fatigue. I just think people are just tired of the SEC. They're tired of Alabama. They're tired of the SEC. That's what I see. I mean, what y'all think? Because Texas A&M should be in this game. They should be in this top 4.
I mean, Coastal Carolina undefeated. You just forgot about them.
Coastal Carolina, you just said they're going to need to get in.
Oh, I know.
So, would Coastal Carolina beat Texas A&M?
Nope. They would get drugged.
That's what a lot of people say.
Okay. I saw a bowl game, man. You seen some of these bowl matchups?
Auburn in the Go Daddy Bowl.
No, man. UAB is in the Palm Irie Bowl or something, but that bowl, I don't know what kind of bowl they in.
Shout out to the Blazers, man.
The Blazers, listen, they the Conference USA champs. They done won like 3 out of the last 4, something like that, since they came back off of the people just shut down their program. But check this out. They're 6-3, and they're the Conference USA champs. Do you know who they're playing in their bowl game?
No,
they're playing South Carolina.
Slaughter.
No. Do you know South Carolina's record?
That's still Slaughter.
No. Do you know South Carolina's record?
5-5.
No.
They had to win 5 games.
No. It's 2020, baby. South Carolina is 2-8. UAB, Conference USA champ, will be playing a bowl game versus SEC powerhouse from the East, South Carolina.
Man, hold up.
2-8.
Did you just say 2-8? What happened to the rules and standards? They kicked the ACT and the doggone standards.
But the whole season got the code, man. Hey, them boys is playing 2-8 South Carolina in a bowl game. That baby got to be played at the Isla Broncos field. I'm pretty sure.
That's the Boo Boo Baby Bowl.
Man, they play it at the Broncos.
That's the Boo Boo Baby Bowl. Man, shout out to the Blazers, all right? Conference champs. So what y'all think, man? What y'all think? So I see about 60-40 Vert that they got it wrong.
I thought Texas A&M should have got in. I mean, me personally, I thought what Notre Dame did yesterday, to me, didn't warrant them getting in. I thought they beat Clemson with a backup quarterback. So if I really look at it, they have 2 losses. If he plays in the first game, and then they're really not even in the conversation with 2 losses. Texas A&M won 7 games in a row in the SEC.
They did.
They only lost 1 game in the SEC
to Bama.
To Bama, which is number 1 team. It's been number 1 team the entire year. So their loss to me is weighted heavier than Notre Dame, and the SEC is a better conference than the ACC. So I just don't. They beat Florida. Texas A&M beat Florida.
They did.
Okay.
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame biggest win outside of Clemson game would be the North Carolina. Like, I mean, where does North Carolina finish if they played in the SEC? You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't know.
They got a good
behind Missouri.
They got a decent team.
Man, please. They behind like Missouri, Kentucky.
I mean, but we say this and then Clemson come out and smack back.
Ole Miss, Mississippi State.
I get it.
No. I said the ACC overall, man.
No.
Clemson is a program in itself, just like Alabama, the program in itself. All right, totally. They sit atop like Ohio State in the Big Ten. Yeah. They sit alone in the Big Ten. Ohio State, as far as I'm concerned.
Absolutely, it's time to shake them up too.
Yeah. So Oklahoma, they sit alone at the top of the Big 12. I mean, like these teams, to me, are like the premier teams in the country. And I think everybody else is playing catch up to those like 4 programs. To me, what you think?
I think actually, you got 2 teams probably in each division that are competitive, and everybody else is middle tier. You got lower tier teams. I agree with you. Oklahoma, Bama, Clemson, Ohio State, Oregon. That's pretty much where it is. Power 5 is 5 teams, and I think everybody else is just playing for keeps. Every now and again, you get an upset with one of those teams. You know, you get a Clemson loss, a Bama loss to Auburn, Oregon loses to USC or what have you. But for the most part, they dominate every year. They're in the championship. I mean, just look at it. Alabama's been to the playoff, every year? Clemson's been to the playoff every year? Something more. And that was the first year, right? Yeah. So, at the end of the day, Bert, I think it's come down to all about the mighty dollar. Notre Dame has a better fan base.
Woo.
They got more money to put out there.
Woo.
And you got the poker deal.
And y'all got to realize Joe Biden just won the presidency. All right, and Joe Biden is a Catholic. Check that. And so not only is Joe Biden Catholic, but 7 of your 9 Supreme Court justices are also Roman Catholic. So, hey. And y'all worship on Sunday, and y'all wish a Merry Christmas to Santa Claus and all that. So the Catholics versus what is Bama? The cornbreads.
You know what that is. They wear red for a reason.
The Catholics versus the Confederates.
Definitely a match made in the South.
Boy, man.
Clemson ain't too far along. So hey.
Man, I got Bama by 35.
Against ND.
Yes, sir.
Man, they look really horrible. And I'm like, how are they letting this team in? It's the last week of the season and you get smirked.
Man, Bama put up 50 points in 3 straight games.
That's crazy.
50 times. They scored 55 times this season.
That's crazy.
And I promise you they're going to put 50 up on Notre Dame. All right, so they're going to go 54 times in a row.
I want to see
that. Notre Dame may score. I'm getting Notre Dame. No. I'm gonna give them a late touchdown and a little cheap field goal somewhere along in the game. They'll wind up scoring about 24 points. Ooh. Yeah. They're gonna get a late touchdown, a little late score at the end, a field goal in there somewhere off a penalty or something. I give them 24. My prediction is 55 to 24. Bama by 31. There you go.
Hey, I'm going like 52 to 10. And I'm saying Merck down because after what we saw, man, no way. Now Kelly might get creative and they might find something in the tank, but they just look too slow.
Hey.
And I know Bama's speed is equal to Clemson. I mean,
they might bring out the Antichrist for them. Get the Pope out there.
What if your boy 17 come back?
Get the Pope out there.
What if Waddle come back?
Man, please don't come back, Waddle. Please get
ready. He talking about he coming back.
Man, please get healthy for the combine and let these boys be.
He want to come back. But shout out, man. How about Auburn is looking for a new coach?
Hey, Auburn. Bill Clark interview. Shout out to Bill Clark.
UAB.
I like that, man. They
wouldn't that be great?
Hey, but they did a good job of interviewing local guys. You know what I'm saying? They got Kevin Steele, who's the DC on staff. Sark, offense coordinator at Alabama. Lane Kiffin, head coach at Auburn. Bill Clark, head coach at UAB.
Another coach from the local one.
Yeah, they did.
One more. I can't remember his
name. But man, hey, I think Auburn needs to make a splash. Don't forget about this too now. Clemson offensive coordinator interviewed. He's a black guy. He interviewed for the job.
That would be good.
Also heard they've been talking about. I think he'll be a good candidate. At first, I was kind of like, well, maybe he kind of just too political of a candidate. But I saw some folks was like really like they thought he'll be a good coach. James Franklin, Penn State head coach, who's also another black candidate, who also was the head coach at Vanderbilt. He's won the Big Ten championship.
But he did come in and take. He took a very down program.
He took over that
mess.
Yeah, that Joe Pa stuff at Penn State. I think you have to have you just can't just hire anybody. Like they were saying, Kevin Steele. I think that's just too safe of a hire. You know what I'm saying?
I like Kevin Steele.
That's too safe of a hire. Auburn needs to make a splash so they can make a splash in recruiting. They need to bring some life into their program. If you're gonna hire Kevin Steele, you might as well just keep Gus Malzahn, because you still got to hire a coordinator, an offensive coordinator. He's a defensive coach. He's gonna have to have somebody run an offense. So you still, you bumping heads with your offensive coordinator and the head coach, all that. Just go ahead and hire your offensive coordinator as the head coach, because we in an offensive time right now. But we're in an offensive time right now.
I got you. But Steele has a winning pedigree. He was at Bama. He did well, and he's about the most consistent thing Auburn has. The defense has not been the problem. The defense been balling. The offense is killing y'all.
Who wants to go play for Kevin Steele? Nobody. What if you got five coordinators? What kid is sitting in high school talking about something? Man, I'm dying to play for Kevin Steele. None. Man, but when you say Lane Kiffin and Hugh Freeze and Steve Sarkisian, you say them names, and they're like, hey, we finna score some points. I'm finna score some touchdowns. I'm trying to go play for them. Or, like I said, the effect of the black head coach, the OC at Clemson, the James Franklin. Now you get this different component.
I got you.
But I mean, it's a big deal. I'm talking about like the day of just hiring a defensive coach and saying we finna play ball. That's not very attractive right now. It's not very attractive.
Sharp, you don't think that it can happen in Bama? It's very, very, very unlikely. It hadn't happened yet, has it?
That's why Auburn ain't winning. They better go and get them on the black coat. Man, Kevin Steele's not a head coach, man. He's a defensive coordinator. Period. I'm convinced of that. Don't want to hear that one about him being a head coach. That's not a splash at all for Auburn. I think Auburn would lose fans if they hired Kevin Steele.
Wow.
I think they would, because like their fans was ready to jump over the edge at this season already. Like they turning off the game, not really concerned.
But it was the offense.
Not concerned, turning the games off. We're gonna lose. I mean, I saw them predicting they lost every week. We're gonna lose this week. Really don't care. I mean, and they were so happy that Gus got out of there. You know what I mean? Like, bye Gus. They were happy Gus gone.
Tony Elliott, that's him. I like Franklin. I do. Follow his track record, because I'm a guy. If you just follow the track record, to me that says a lot. You can come in and make a splash of an interview. The track record speaks a lot for itself, to me. So, we still in Alabama, right? So would Auburn have the kahunas to do it? Nah, too early. Okay.
Man.
I see you, Reese.
I think Auburn, man, if Auburn, man, that Clemson, if you can reach into that Clemson staff, man, we just said that those 5 programs are the top. Okay, so Clemson has the most consistent staff out of all those staffs. Yeah. Their staff has had the least amount of change.
No turnover.
You look at Bama change, they turn over every year. Coordinators, offense, defense gone every year. Clemson has pretty much had that same Venables on defense. They had that same consistent coaching staff.
That's
man.
Why they're good.
So that's my thing. So my first choice was like Sark. I was like, if I'm Auburn, I'm going to get Sark. Why? He's been a head coach at 2 Power 5 schools. All right. He had some downfalls, but he back now. All right. He coached in the NFL. He's the offensive coordinator in the NFL with the Falcons. He has a offensive mind. He can recruit and bring in these high profile players. Not only that, he is your rival's offensive coordinator. So you go right in, you take him from your rivals. All right. Not only that, so any little recruit that's looking at Bama, for him, his purposes, now they got to look at Auburn too. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, this is the key though. He knows, just like Lane Kiffin, he knows the intricacies of Nick Saban's defense from a practice perspective. Because I go against you every day in practice. And so when I'm an offensive coordinator, I see little things that your defense does in practice. I'm like, I don't really exploit it all the time because we at practice. But if I'm going to play you in a game, man, come on, man.
Well, see, so how many coordinators has he faced that was on the other side? Lane, Jimbo. A lot of them are still not successful.
I got you. No, they haven't won.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And a lot of those guys were defensive guys who left too.
No, I'm talking about the offensive guys, Lane and Jimbo.
Take advantage. It's still coming down to Jimmy's and Joe.
But I still come down to the Texas A&M game this year. Still without Waddle, I think we lose that game.
Still come down to Jimmy and Joe. Hey, you remember you saw what Ole Miss did? Okay.
Without Jalen Waddle, I think we lose that game.
Okay.
Clearly.
Florida, Bama with Malcolm Wayne, some of the stuff he was able to do against Nick Saban's defense. Okay.
Give him a couple years. Jumbo got a ship. Exactly. I mean, we're just talking, man. We're shooting because we want it. Ooh. Yeah, I got you, Sean. Jimbo won't leave. But I think Lane is the perfect hire, man. I think Lane is the perfect hire, or you go get somebody from Clemson because they haven't had any turnover. They are the creme de la creme and have been that way for 5 years. Everybody goes to Nick Street. It doesn't always work out. That's all I'm saying. Like, you got Jeremy Pruitt on the hot seat. You got guys who have left. They're on the hot seat. Kirby, safe. He's at Georgia, but he's safe right now. But everybody else, struggling.
I mean, as far as recruiting, Clemson does a pretty good job recruiting Alabama. If you look at their roster, the 2 best receivers from Central Phoenix City, they got a linebacker from J.O., so they coming in state. So I'm pretty sure the D-line coach played at Bama. A lot of their coaches are from Bama because of, Dabo. So you got to look at the recruiting aspect. Another coach they were talking about was Mario Cristobal, who's the head coach at Oregon. He is recruiting a lot of Alabama kids. Man, go look at the Oregon roster and see how many Alabama kids are on the Oregon roster. That don't make any sense.
Man, he was probably the best recruiter that Nick had. That goes a long way when you have the insiders saying collectively Cristobal was that guy.
Well, Auburn hire a dominant high school coach, man. If Auburn hires a dominant high school coach, man, they gonna, man. Don't Auburn got a black AD down there? Well, you trying to get
they don't need to go nowhere to high school.
I'm serious though. Don't Auburn? I'm asking a question. Doesn't Auburn have like a black athletic director or something, assistant athletic director, or somebody down there?
I think it's assistant AD, right?
20. Yeah. But you try. If he hire a high school coach, but they gonna be throwing him across that toilet tree up there, boy.
That boy be down there in Lee County, boy.
Cause they gonna throw him, and they be throwing that food across the tree with the toilet paper.
Down there like in Lee County somewhere, back up in them bushes. No, don't. Yeah, he said yeah.
Okay.
Should not do that. Don't do that, Auburn. Go for the.
Man,
listen, you struck out.
Coaches, man.
You struck out. Go. And you finna pay all this money. You got to go big.
Man, go big. And
you
go
can't.
Home, man.
You can't go play. You can't play this. You got to go big, and you might as well just swing. If they say if you go down, at least go out swinging. You got to swing.
Man.
And you got to give them a little time. That's the other thing, man.
We just named the top 5 programs per conference. All right. But I mean, if you look at it, man, Auburn is a top 10, top 15, top 12 program, top 12, top 10, top 10, top 12, top 12, 15. Man, Auburn should be a top 12 program every year.
Here's the problem with
every year. Should be a top 12.
Here's the problem. Auburn's problem, and you know, because you got the other side because you was a Miami fan for a long time, so you've been with winners. Auburn's problem is they play for a game instead of building their program. They've been doing this for 30 years because you're in the shadows of Alabama. Instead of trying to create your own identity, you play for a game. That game is your life. Instead of trying to build the program, you play for a game. That's the difference when we talk about program. Dabo took them lumps, built it, and over time you will get there, but it's not going to happen overnight. I'm sorry, it's not going to happen overnight. And you were right there, and you went backwards like 5 years. You just won a national championship,
man.
You won a national championship in 2010, and you're back here. How? You fired the guy that got you the championship. For the guy that called the plays, but did he really call the plays, or was he just happened to have one of the greatest collegiate players to ever play the game?
Man, Cam Newton made everybody look better, though,
and so,
except for Bill Belichick.
But again, it was a game.
Yeah.
See, he said toiletry. I'm serious, man. Like, I've watched this thing, and I'm just telling you, man. You talk to them folks, man, we don't care about beating no Auburn and that's the season. No, our expectations, and this is what I'm saying, their expectations is not championship or bust. Their expectations is, well, we beat y'all last year. No, I'm sorry. It's got to come off that. That's all you hear them talk about. And it's not all of them, but I'm just saying, that's the aim. You got to go above the Iron Bowl. It's not really the Iron Bowl no more, man. They play at home in the home. You got to go above that game.
Hey, let's please stop calling that the Iron Bowl. That's Alabama Auburn.
That's Alabama Auburn game.
Ain't no iron in that. It ain't played in the Iron City.
No. I'm really being, because I'm looking at, they stopped playing for a long time. They started back playing. Then Auburn was upset. They moved the game, and now we got the away. Listen, play for something bigger than Alabama. Set a goal. Let it be the SEC championship.
Man,
let's win the West this year.
That's why they need a new coach, not a Kevin Steele. That's why I said they need. You said it, man. Lane Kiffin, let's go. Lane Kiffin is the only cocky. He the only one cocky and arrogant enough to go in there and challenge Nick Saban on the first day, challenge Auburn fans on the first day to get over the little brother syndrome and realize that, hey, we're full grown now. We're not the little brother. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we same size as brother. We same size as brother. Hey, I will knock you out, clown.
They've been in 2 championship games. How are you not there? 2-13 and 2-10. Why are we in this position in 2020? You played in a championship game in 2010 and 2013. Why are we in this position? Because your expectations is to beat Bama.
But you know another thing they did. Hey, they ain't get Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson supposed to go to Auburn.
That's on recruiting.
But hey, I had an inside scoop on this. I heard it from coach. They didn't want Cam. Gus Malzahn, Gene Chizik, none of them. They didn't want Cam. They had to be convinced and coerced into taking Cam. Like other coaches on staff was like, no, man, y'all have to take this kid. But they didn't know about him, so he went on their radar because they just they found him at a JUCO. They didn't know nothing about him, and they had went to go see some. They had went to go see some other players, and they was like, they called like, hey, look here, we just found him, and they didn't want to hear it because You know, they didn't find them and they didn't know nothing about it. And we're doing this and we got our offense and we already know what we want to do. Yeah.
Cam fit in.
I almost didn't have that championship because Malzahn and Chizik did not want Cam Newton.
Wow. Hey.
And Cam Newton, I heard this too from a coach and from the player who actually did it. Cam Newton did not steal that laptop at Florida. Another player stole it.
I believe that.
Yeah.
I do. I believe he was the fall guy.
He was.
I mean, look at him, man.
He was
6'6", 250. And he's a guy that has his own mind. He's not going to, not going so much rebellious, but definitely a kid with his own mind. He's going to do his own thing. So you can't stay around a program like that. And then, wasn't he down there with your boy?
Tebow. I don't know. Cause they had Tebow, Chris Lee, but they had a quarterback room, boy. That was a quarterback room right there.
But real talk, y'all. So, you know, as we get ready to exit this thing, I do want y'all to check out the page, man. Check out the page.
Don't place them orders. Chicken Therapy. We got a page. Go follow the page. Go like the page. Chicken Therapy. Chicken Therapy Grill. Hey, let us go and get you some food on your table for the holidays. We'll be back up. I told you, hey, we're probably gonna do some New Year's too, right?
Got to.
Oh yeah, there you
Got to do that.
go.
Here we go, y'all. Here we go. Check it out. Hey, do us a favor. We've supported everybody. We believe in that. Now we're asking for your turn to shout out and give us back some love. Remember, it's all a revolver. We're conduits. We're not containers. Thursday, it's going down, but we need you to pre-order and go ahead and get your plates. Listen, you see the prices. They're reasonable. You ain't got to cook because you're going to be cooking all night Thursday. Go ahead and hook up that Christmas order. Hey, go good with what you got. I know you already down. Hey, grab that 50-piece. Listen to me. We already got several orders on the 50-piece. Go ahead and grab that 50-piece because that is what is going to take you in. Listen, the sauce is amazing. The chicken is delicious. Falling off the bone, delicious. So, hey, if you followed us and you know we say who we are who we are, do us a favor. Right now, go like Chicken Therapy Grill. Go like Chicken Therapy Grill. Go tag 2 people and say, hey, let's check this out. 50-piece for 50. Listen, you might not leave the lot. You might not leave the lot with a 10-piece. I'm just trying to tell you. I'm trying to help you.
Yeah.
10-piece ain't going to help you.
10 ain't going to get you.
You might want to go in with your homies. Y'all going to be cooking anyway. You're going to be in the COVID special. So, hey, 50-piece. And we're going to come back right around the following week for Thanksgiving. So, hey, pre-order Tuesday, no later than Wednesday. Pre-order. Go ahead and get your orders in. You see it on the screen. Everything you need is on the page. It's John and Vert. This is Vert's show. This is John's show. This is our show. So we're partnering, and we're bringing it to you live and in living color. Pre-order. Don't miss the date. Don't miss the date.
Hey, and so they predicted some bad weather that day too, man. It's supposed to be a cold front coming in and some rain. So understand, man, that little rain ain't gonna stop. I'm gonna be out there. We're gonna have a tent set up. We still gonna be going. You can call in or go send a text or something. Let us know you're gonna be on the way. We'll have everything ready for you. And if not, you can just pull up, have your umbrella, and come on and get your order in. We will be taking some orders on the spot too. I know some folks already asked that question. Can I just pull up and get me a 10-piece? Yeah, we're gonna have. We're gonna have.
Hey, and I'm gonna tell you what we already got. We got some orders that are going to be special delivery. So hey, if you gotta deliver, small fee attached, but we will get it to you. Delivery service is available. So, hey, let's make it happen. Support your boys in this endeavor. Brought to you, listen, oh yeah, off the top, cuz, straight off the grill. It's best straight off the grill. I'm talking about, and even the next day when you heat it up, it is still delicious. Some chicken be all dry and just done. It's straight up delicious. Well, man, it sounds like we got that. It's been real. Y'all know what time it is. We do what we do. We come back to you. We bring it live and in living color each Sunday night, 8 o'clock. Same time, same place. We want to give a shout out to our doctor tonight, Dr. Carter, coming back to share with us his journey with the COVID-19 vaccine.
Appreciate it, dog.
Thank you, all of you, for asking the questions and getting down with us tonight. We know it's late. You got to go to work. So, hey, let's pray and let's get this thing going. You got that outro ready, bro?
I'm ready, man. Whenever you ready.
Come on, let's pray it out, y'all. Father, we thank you. We love you. We need you. We honor you. We magnify your holy name. God, cover the city right now. Cover our young people. We pray for every family that's grieving right now during this holiday season. Issue to them the most extreme power of mercy that's available in their resources. May they receive your confirmation and your consolation. Heavenly Father, bring a manifestation of peace into this earth realm, especially our city. Because even as we sat here tonight, gunshots were rapidly firing. Bless now our families. Keep us safe from the invisible enemy, namely COVID-19. But all of our families that have people that are in ICUs and God, we're just really trying to make the best out of this situation. But God, we know one thing is true. COVID didn't surprise you, and neither should we. So seek our prayer, because you said if we ask, it shall be given unto us. It's in the powerful name that we pray. It's in the powerful name that we speak life. It's in the powerful name that we speak safety. It's in his name and his name only that we do say amen, and his name is Jesus. And we said amen together. Don't forget, Chicken Therapy, The Grill, Facebook page. Go like, share, tag 2 people, share it out. Deadline is Tuesday. Hey. You see it on the screen. Check it out. Appreciate y'all. We love y'all, man.
She bought an outfit. Stay at your